Today, we're going to be ranking the best foods for getting shredded from God tier all the way down to bulking foods, meaning it's not even cutting at that point. Starting off, we have a glizzy.
These bananas are a staple on a cut or a bulk.
On a serious note, I eat about 2 or 3 of these a day. They have a massive array of health benefits. I really like how they contain a lot of potassium, so it helps with debloating and just looking better, especially when you're on a cut. It's going to give you that nice chiseled face.
Yeah, I mean, these are pretty mid in terms of the calories. It's sort of around the middle, but whole foods are always going to be the best foods to eat when you're trying to cut weight or even bulk as well. But I do like the fact that it debloats your face with the high potassium content. I'm going to put it into cutting staple.
Yeah, cutting staple for sure, especially because it's a quick fix for any cravings, I believe.
Next, we have zero sugar jelly.
I have not tried this, to be honest, but I have heard a lot of people saying that this is an absolute hack.
Yeah, anything with artificial sweeteners, I don't care what the science nerds say, is a hack when it comes to cutting weight because it feels like you're eating sugar, but there's really no calories at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any problem in including this in your diet. I think there are better options because I'd rather be eating something with a high nutrition content.
I'm still gonna put in like cutting staple.
Yeah, I'll put in cutting staple because I feel like this is gonna help you when you get really shredded, sub 10%. Okay, next we have whey protein isolate.
Whey protein isolate is just a more lean form of whey protein with pretty much all the carbs gone. It's like just protein. This is like God tier. I mean,
It has to be.
it's just a way of adding protein to anything. You can add it to yogurt, you can add it to water, you can add it to milk.
Yeah, I mean, it can't really get better than this, especially because a lot of people find it hard hitting their protein goal on a cut. On a bulk, it's not that hard because, I mean, you're eating so much food, you're just naturally going to hit that goal. But on a cut, it's more important.
Gonna go into God tier.
All right, next we have avocados. Avocados are a pretty big hit and miss. Some people hate them, some people love them. I'm a big fan, and on a cut, these were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, because we were on keto as well, these were like my favorite thing to eat because you get so sick of eating just meat and eggs. Avocados is like such a refreshing change and there's no carbs in it. It is relatively high calorie because of the high fat content.
I mean, it's a great addition to whatever you make. Like, put it in with beef and you've got like guacamole and like making nacho bowls and shit. Mate, it's just a fucking great food. I'll put it into cutting staple. What do you think?
Yeah, especially when you're running keto. Alright, next we have berries. I fucking love berries. I chuck them on everything these days, like frozen berries. They're next to no calories, lots of antioxidants. I believe they're way healthier than vegetables and fruits in my opinion. It also hits that sweet tooth. Like if you're chucking it into like a bowl of oats, into some yogurt, some like protein French toast, like you can chuck it on everything and it just really adds flavor to it. It's not that satiating though. Nah, still gotta go into cutting staple.
100%, yeah. Before we get on to the next one, I do have a gift for you. You can access this book completely for free. It's 30 shredding hacks, 30 autistically specific hacks that finally got us under 10% body fat, and all of our guys that we train get absolutely shredded with the hacks that are in this book, and you can get it in the description absolutely free. All right, next we have white monsters, or just monsters in general, no sugar monsters, so the ultra.
I was just absolutely delving into these on my cut.
I think I was actually, to be honest, put on this earth to drink these. These artificial beverages really aren't that good for you, but I think it is pretty overblown, like how bad they are for you. And this is a really good way to satiate your cravings.
It's the same thing as the zero sugar Coke, except it's got caffeine, so it's an extra plus. I'm gonna put it in God tier, bro. This saved my mental health when I was on a cut. Next, we have protein bars. Now, honestly, my first sort of thoughts on protein bars right now, it's not that good. I really don't like protein bars recently.
It's just a big chewing block of whey. There's just better ways to get your protein. These only really come in clutch when you're on keto, which when we cut, we go on keto, and you can have the Atkins bars, which are like, they have 0 carbs in them, but a lot of these are really carb dense and they're actually extremely high in calories.
Yeah, if you're running like the low carb or the 0 carb ones, they are pretty decent. I'm just gonna put it in okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in okay. I think you should really be just having like real food.
Next, we've got veggies, like pretty much any vegetable. Now, these are very good on a cut because it's like high volume eating with next to no calories. It's gonna fill your stomach up. I'm, to be honest, not a fan of vegetables, but I know that's gonna offend a lot of people. A lot of people love vegetables. Yeah, adding these to like any meal is gonna satiate you a lot more without adding any calories really. So you gotta put it in cutting staple, you really do.
100%. All right, next we have rice, white rice.
These aren't good or bad for cutting. I have it when I'm bulking, I have a little bit when I'm cutting, but you really want to sort of try to drop the carbs.
You can really just leave the rice out on a cut, to be honest. If you're really serious about cutting and getting really shredded, I believe you can leave rice out.
I mean, it's just going to go into mid. It's not a bulking food. It's not a cutting food. There's not much to be said.
All right, next we have egg whites. So, I mean, straight away, this has to go into like cutting staple because it's just lean protein.
Yeah, this is a great protein source. It's like almost up there with whey protein in terms of protein quality. It's got all the amino acids, tons of B vitamins, and it is super satiating. If you have a bowl of a lot of egg whites, you will be full very, very quickly, and you're going to be getting a ton of protein without any carbs or fats.
Tastes like shit.
I'll put this in God tier. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, next we have oats.
I honestly think this is verging onto a bulking food. It's sort of like rice, but I would say it's less satiating and it's more calorie dense. But the bloating makes you look higher body fat than you actually are. I would put it into bulking food, to be honest. I wouldn't touch it on a cut.
Yeah, you don't really need to. Like, obviously you can eat them in moderation, but I mean, there's just better options out there. And that's going to be highly controversial. Next, we have ice cream.
Yeah, I don't even know why I put this on the list, to be honest.
Ice cream is bulking food. It's just shit. Like, it's just, what is it? Sugar cream? Like.
Next, we have beef, steaks, anything cow related. If you get a lean cut of this, or if you get low-fat beef mince, this is an unreal cutting food.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a staple, but not is it a staple, it's God tier because it's just so nutrient dense, and there's so many meals you can make out of it. And I just think everyone should be eating beef. It's just super high in protein. Beef all the way.
Beef the world.
Vegetarians can just honestly unsubscribe.
Next we have yogurt, like Greek yogurt, even low-fat yogurt is included in this.
This is difficult because it really depends what yogurt you buy.
Yeah.
You could buy 2 different yogurts and they contain 2 completely different things.
Skyr yogurt is good, like low-fat yogurt's really good. But I mean, I'm spamming this stuff on a cut. I
100%.
love yogurt, and especially like if you mix some protein powder in there with it, you got yourself a fucking amazing meal. Put a cutting staple considering like if you're choosing the right option.
All right, next we have eggs. So this is just the whole egg, yolk included. So this includes way more vitamins than just having the egg whites. It's just an absolute amazing cutting food. Like if you have 6 of these a day, you're getting almost 50 grams of protein.
Yeah, I think people honestly like over exaggerate how much calories is in the yolk. Like people are scared of the yolk. It's just healthy fats. It's really not that bad. Just cut down on calories elsewhere. I think there's nothing wrong with having whole eggs on a cut. It's not like it's a bulking food.
Fucking dicking around trying to get out the yolk, bro. It's like you got better shit to be doing. You know, build a business or something with that time.
But since it does obviously have higher calories than egg whites, cutting staple.
100% because it needs to be included.
Next we have chicken. This has got to go to like the top of God tier. This is like the cutting food. This is the bodybuilder staple. Just lean protein, nutrients. It's a real food from an actual animal. You can't go past it. There's not even much to be said here.
These little guys have to be sacrificed. I'm sorry.
Next we have normal whey protein concentrate. So this is with a little bit more carbs. It's not as lean as isolate. There's not much to be said. Just go back to when we were talking about the isolate, but I think we're just going to drop it down a tier.
The only problem with whey protein is if you're lactose intolerant, you can definitely break out in pimples. Some people just don't react very well to this stuff. I've never had any issue. I'll put it to cutting staple. Next, we have these cute little underwater creatures. Some people call them fish.
I love fish and a rice cake.
Fish and a rice cake.
Fish is very similar to chicken. I actually find it better than chicken because it's just a lot more tender. It's a lot easier to eat. But then that could also be a bad thing on a cut. Like if it's easier to eat a lot of it, like chicken, like you gotta chew that shit. Like it takes you an hour before you've had 500 calories. So I'm gonna put it in cutting staple.
Yeah, fish is great. Lots of omega-3s too, which is going to boost testosterone, especially when you're getting down to those low body fat percentages. Next, we have tuna fish, which is just the lamer version of actual fish.
I think we got to put this into God tier, honestly.
Yeah.
This is up there with chicken, with being like a bodybuilder meal.
This is like a gym goer's little gadget, like a little on-the-go kind of, protein in a tin, if you will. Yeah, this has to go to God tier. It's just such lean protein. Once again, though, you won't catch me like eating much of this, to be honest. Like, you just don't want to be the tuna guy. It stinks. You can only really go so long eating tuna every single day. I went through every flavor, including tiki masala, brother, and it's just it gets old, bro. You're gonna get sick of tuna. All right, next we have bread. So it depends what you're doing with the bread and how much bread you're eating. I said bread the world in last video, but yeah, I mean it's not really good or bad, is it? Because if you're only having 2 slices, it's just not that many calories.
It also depends, once again, what sort of bread you're buying. Like you can buy low carb bread, which is actually really good. You can buy protein bread with like actually a decent amount of protein. I was surprised with this at the shops the other day, how much protein they can squeeze into it.
I'm also going to put this into mid. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in mid because you can still include it on a cut. Like it's not a crime.
Next, we have cheese. More cheese, more cheese.
More cheese! More cheese!
Yeah, I don't really be having a lot of cheese on a cut, to be honest. It's better to sort of just cut it out of the diet because cheese is like an add-on to meals. Just take it off the meals and you've saved yourself a lot of calories.
You can go without the cheese, bro. Don't be such a fatty man. Like, well, isn't a bulking food. And once again, you can include all of this on a cut in moderation. It's just what's going to make a cut easier. At the end of the day, a cut is just a calorie deficit. You could be in a calorie deficit eating fucking an ice cream cone a day.
Yeah, a lot of this is just like a mental game and having the discipline to not eat the shit foods and to not grab the little candy from the vending machine, which is why I think it's super important to have someone to keep you accountable or have a coach to push you in the right direction, which is a perfect segue to tell you that we are doing one-on-one coaching right now, and I've literally printed off the fucking results that we get. We get people shredded. I mean, I'm just gonna let that do the talking. This is Bilal. He lost 10% body fat in 12 weeks. So if you're trying to get shredded and you're trying to drop weight and whatever you're doing right now just isn't working, I highly suggest you go down in the description, click on the link, and you can book a call. There's no pressure, and we'll just talk about what we can do to get you in the right direction.
With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.